How's everybody doing? I guess everybody's at the Apple Cup, huh?
How are you?
Great, great,
Birthday,
great.
by the way.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's another year of life. I'm grateful just for another day and feel young, younger than ever. So, forever young, I guess Jay-Z used to say. No, I feel good. Feel mature, but feel young.
You look older.
I look older.
How nice is it to get a holiday at home with the Monday night game?
Well, it's great. Obviously, Monday Night Football. Just obviously just coming off of Thanksgiving and everything else, it definitely is good just to spend time with your family. First of all, that's one thing, and then I think just wherever we play, we're ready to roll. And so I think obviously coming home, a great matchup against the Vikings. We've played them a lot, I feel like, over the past several years, and so we know that they got unbelievable players on offense and defense, and so it should be a tremendous matchup.
Your record on Monday nights has to be more than a coincidence. What do you think it is?
I just love playing under the lights. It's always fun, when the lights, come on. It's kind of takes you back to high school when you play under the lights. It's just the ball looks better in the air sometimes just under the lights. It's just a feeling that you get, and you want to step up and play great.
Has your goal for how long you want to play in the NFL, has that changed, and what is that at right now?
No, I've always wanted to try to go for 45. I think that's kind of just longevity plan. I think for me, every year is you invest into your body, you invest into your mind, your soul, everything else, the game. And as you go, you get even stronger, you get even better, I feel like, and even more wisdom. And I think that helps a lot.
Pete mentioned yesterday that they interviewed you and Kirk Cousins sort of back to back. So do you remember that? Like, did you guys walk out of the room and did you see him or anything like that at the combine in 2012?
Yeah. So Kirk and I, we know each other extremely well. I mean, let's take us back here. When I went to Wisconsin, he was the Michigan State quarterback. We had some tremendous battles. He broke my heart on a Hail Mary. We had a chance to potentially go to the national championship or go to a big game, and then he broke my heart on that one. And then. So then we played them in the Big Ten championship, and that was an amazing game. I think I got them back on that one. And just then fast forward, we go to the combine, and actually before the combine, we actually go to the Senior Bowl together, which was awesome, great experience. Go down to IMG, train together. We had a tremendous class down at IMG. Kirk Cousins, myself, Ryan Tannehill, Luke Kuechly. Josh Norman was there. Bobby was there for a bit. Let's see, who else do we have? We had a bunch of other guys. We had Mohamed Sanu. So we were working every day, pushing each other, just having a lot of fun. So it was a tremendous experience, just getting to know him and working. I mean, we literally lifted together, me, Ryan, and Kirk, and just had a lot of fun getting after it every day and just working together and helping each other. And just a tremendous mind that Kirk has, and a great player. And so. So we took all those battles on the field and put them together to try to help each other and just do whatever we could. And so I got tremendous respect for who he is and the daddy that he is, the husband that he is, and everything else. And gotten to know him through PAO, and that's been awesome. Just as kind of a Christian, athletes, pro athletes, we get together in offseason and stuff like that, and just been in a lot of. Small groups with them, spent a lot of one-on-one time with them, just kind of talking about life and everything else. So it's been cool just getting to know him. And like I said, he's a great football player. He's a great competitor. Just I love who he is.
You mentioned that Big 12 title. You had that 4th and 6th pass right at the end. I was just watching it.
You said I did?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
The pass to Duckworth down at the end.
Duckworth.
Do you remember that play at all? And what happened?
Of course I remember. I remember every good play. It was awesome. Just I remember it was 4th and 6 game on the line, going in the huddle, University of Wisconsin at the Colts Stadium, and just playing Michigan State, and just it was back and forth game. 4th and 6. Hey guys, we're gonna have to get it. I remember earlier in that week too. I was telling Duckworth all year really. Was, hey, if we get a chance, attack the football. He's such a great catcher, and so sure enough, kind of scrambled left, extended the play. They covered up 1 and 2, and he was kind of my last resort deep down the field, and gave him a chance, and he went and attacked the football. And I remember the Gus Johnson, Duckworth, so that was pretty cool. Good memories.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Minnesota's defense, playmakers they have on the back end, the pass rush, everything else, just how good is that group you're facing?
They're such a veteran group. They got everything that you could want on defense. They got just a great defensive line, great linebackers. I mean, these guys are flying around making tremendous plays, and Kendricks and Barr, and just what they're able to do. You think about the corners, and those guys being able to make plays. Rhodes has been tremendous, his whole career, just making plays and stuff like that. And so it's going to be they alternate the corners on the right a little bit, here and there, just because of injuries and stuff like that. And they've played a lot of different guys. The nickel, Alexander, he's a great player. Thinking about the secondary, Harrison is arguably one of the best in the game. I remember coming in, into the 2012 class with him, just a tremendous football player, just a guy who had the right attitude, was first in line in every drill, just a guy who was a great leader, so you really sense that from the beginning. I think they're two edge rushers, they've been unbelievable, all season, so it's going to be a great battle, and they're coached extremely well, so it's going to be a tremendous feat, and we're looking forward to it.
Knowing where the Niners are and how talented that team is, and knowing that you have to keep pace if you want to win the division, does it make it a lot easier to approach every game like it's a championship opportunity, because they kind of are all playoff games, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I think every game's a championship opportunity. I think, me, I've always looked at it that way. Anytime we get to step on the field, it's nothing should change. I think your mentality of trying to execute your plays and trying to be great and trying to win the game. That's really what it comes down to. I think sometimes when you look too far ahead, it can get overwhelming. I think people get overwhelmed thinking about what this could happen and this scenario could happen and this and that. It's just one football game, and I think that's the thing is that we just trying to focus on, keep stacking them, keep adding them up. This one is being a great matchup just because there's a lot of great football players, a lot of Pro Bowl type players, all pro type players on the field, and great coaches on both sides, and so it's going to be a great matchup.
What is it about 45 that's the number in your head?
Say again?
What is it about the age 45 that is in your head of like, that's what I'd like to do?
I just think that's what I feel like I can do. I feel like it's my 8th season. I feel like I'm just getting started. I feel like I haven't done anything yet, and that's a good feeling. Being fortunate to be able to play every game and be out there every play, and I think that for me, I just feel really young. I feel more vibrant than ever. Feel fast, feel strong. Arm feels great, mind feels better, heart feels even better than that. So I think just everything, got a great organization, great people around me, and and then I think I've just invested in my body, my mind, making sure that my mind's ready to go every week, every season, and in the off season. And so when you invest in that stuff and just really. It's not just financially, but it's really just the time that you spend on stuff. You keep taking care of that car. You keep taking care of it, and keep taking care of what you need to do to be great. I think that's it makes it easy that way.
Does seeing what Tom Brady is doing at 42, whatever he is, does that make it seem more realistic, or does it?
I think so. I think for me, I always wanted to play till I was 40. That was kind of like when I first came in the NFL. Really, I wanted to play till I was 43. Was my hit. That's when I want to play 20 years. I remember my favorite athlete is Derek Jeter. I just remember when he retired. Playing 20 years for the New York Yankees and tipping his hat and everything. That feeling was something that I always. Jeets is probably my favorite guy I've ever watched play sports, and so I think that 20 years was kind of in my head. To be honest with you, I got a long ways to go. I'm 8 years in, feel better than ever. So, but that's kind of where it started for me, and then obviously seeing Tom do it, and I've got to know Tom over the past several years and stuff like that. Just talking to him a little bit and just seeing where he's at and everything else. I think for me, it's realistic, and I feel great.
You talked about just being your 8th year and how much you learn every year. From an on-field standpoint, is there a thing or two you can really point to, like this is something I do way better now than I did when I was a rookie or something like that? Or?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the years have gone on. This is typical, but I think just being able to change plays and call different stuff at the line, early on, over the past several years, I've been able to grow in that and do that, and just I've always done 2-minute stuff and just go after it and done that, but also just to be able to put us in any formation, any situation, no matter what it is, whether if it's 13 personnel and a lot of tight ends in the game, if it's we got a fullback in the game, if it's all wide outs, whatever, we can get to a great play. I feel like, and so I think that's been the biggest thing, and just trying to be a guru of the game. You just want to be a guru of the game and use all your talent, use all your experience, use all of that, and then add into the mental side. I want to be clutch. I want to be a person that can, put us in any great situation. At the end of the day, when the game's on the line, go win it. So I think that's been the thing that I've continued to try to focus on and grow on.
Thanks.
Thanksgiving morning, what's on TV at your house? Football or the Macy's parade? What's your wife?
Yeah, so Thanksgiving morning, it was an interesting morning. Woke up getting the kids together, which I don't get to do that every morning, so it's one of my highlights of my day for Thanksgiving, just because I'm usually at the office already. So, got to wake up Future and Sienna and then kind of hang out with them. And then we got to see Sierra on the Macy's Day Parade and watch that. So, Future and Sienna are freaking out as she's on TV dancing and singing. And then we just kind of hung out and watched a couple movies. We watched Frozen, so we watched that together. and then Sierra flew back in and picked her up. And then we had Thanksgiving dinner and watched all the games. And so, and helped try to get the kids ready for bed and all that. So it was an eventful day. Just throughout the day, and just a lot of fun, a lot of good family time.
Did you do anything for your birthday today, or is work kind of getting in the way of all that?
Work's number one. Just celebrating with these guys. I think that's just a great thing. Just to go out and practice is another day of life. I'm grateful for that, and I'm sure Sierra's got something up her sleeve. She's getting ready.
The teammate ever got you something cool for your birthday over the years?
No, not really. We don't really get guys gifts for the birthday too often. I've gotten a couple cool things. Just a couple books and stuff like that, that I've read over time and stuff. But me, I'm not a really gift person, to be honest with you. I just to have people that care about you, that are around you, that support you, and shoot for the stars with you. I think that's always the best part, and got a lot of those guys that want to do that here.
Well, going back, when you had the Dangerous One collaboration with Nike and the shoe came out and everything, what was that whole experience like for you, having that come to life?
Yeah, I think making your own cleat, making your own shoes and stuff like that, something that when you're a young kid, you think about Michael Jordan, you think about other athletes that have been able to do that, Kobe Bryant, stuff like that. And, to be a Nike athlete, to do all that and to collaborate with the design teams and everything else and to, make your logo and to do all those different things, and putting hats together and what you envision, what that looks like. And, I think all those things, like making the Dangerous Ones cleats that you mentioned and stuff like that, it's been cool. It's been a cool experience just to be able to, you think about young kids all over the world, all over the country that you want to be able to impact and have an influence on. And hopefully they look up to you. Hopefully they want to be like you. Hopefully they want to be better than you. And that's what I want to inspire into everybody. It's not why not them, why not you? So I've been fortunate to be able to work with so many great companies like Nike and stuff like that. It's been a blessing for sure.
Did you meet anybody with the? I'm talking about the sneaker, not the cleat.
Yeah.
The ones. Did you meet anybody rocking those? Did you talk to anybody who had them?
People around? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely around the city and stuff like that, and just people loved them and stuff like that. I think that's it's always cool when you have your own shoe. I think people shout you out and stuff like that. And with social nowadays too, you get a lot of tweets and Instagram posts and stuff like that. And so I get a lot of those and try to shout some people out occasionally. So it's always cool when fans recognize what all the hard work you put into everything.
This is a different topic, but the off-season trips that you take to LA with the receivers and stuff, how did that all get started?
It got started after my rookie year. Just kind of wanted to really just bring everybody together. And I think just to work together, have some fun. We went down to Manhattan Beach, Hermosa area. We stayed down on the beach right there, right on the Strand, and we had all the receivers, all the running backs and stuff like that for the most part down there, and tight ends and stuff. And so it was just a cool experience, just getting everybody together. And I just remember that distinctly, just everybody working together and just us, playing on the beach together and having fun, going to dinners, but then also working together, going to the Lakers games and all that. And it was such a big thing, I think, and it's in the sense that it just really, that camaraderie really happened there. And then fast forward, we just kept doing it for years. And it's been great. And I think it also shows a testament to the guys, the players who really want to work and want to continue to work on their game every day. And really it's building that relationship. It's really about spending time together. It's really about learning the game more and just and having fun while doing it. We got the best jobs in the world. We get to play football for a living. We get to spend time together. A lot of great guys I've gotten to play with. A lot of guys I've been fortunate to throw a lot of touchdowns with, and that didn't just happen. It's a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of long days and long nights and early mornings. And all those things add up, and even in the off season, a great example, like I've been saying to you guys this year, is just DK and I getting up early. All the guys coming down, went down to San Diego, and just all the guys coming down. We went to the Padres game, went bowling, had a lot of fun doing that, but also putting the work in. And so I think that's been great, and just investing in those guys, and then investing in me, and vice versa, and us investing in each other in this organization. I think all of that is part of the glue. All of that is part of the magic. All of that is part of, I think, why we win. And I think that's been a blessing for sure.
Was that the first time in San Diego, or have you gone back and forth?
I've changed it up. We've gone to Manhattan Beach, Hermosa a few times. We went to San Diego last year. We've gone to Hawaii before. We've gone to different places. So it's been cool.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Go Hawks.